It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. But, Charles, a lot of optimism here in the Sunshine State about these Jaguars. They're the defending AFC South champs. They won a playoff game last year and gave the Chiefs all they could handle in the divisional round.
And last season was seen as one where they were just going to try and rebuild and regroup. And they did all of those things and then exceeded expectations. Quietly, they've amassed a lot of talent, and they expect to make another run in their division.
Meanwhile, optimism reigning with the visiting Panthers. They've got a new coach, they've got a new quarterback, and they've got a real chance to be a playoff team in 2023.
And a lot of it starts on the defensive side of the ball, where they've been good for the last few seasons. If the offense joins them, they will be a tough out in the NFC South.
Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Sharks got it, left side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade on the wicket. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Again, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. He's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. That is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Bigsby is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another run by Bigsby. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Take Bigsby, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Young from the shotgun. That is caught by Thielen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
A first down throw for Young. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw again. Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Young will set to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does those set up 3rd and manageable?
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Logan Cook now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They run with a 3rd-year man, Chuba Hubbard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. The Young keeps it, moving right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 49 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. Oh, able to avoid him. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. He's got this complete to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. It's Young on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones from 8 yards out. And the Jags are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now Young and the Panthers down 21-10, just over 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Young. Able to find Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Young to throw. They're quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Powering his way forward. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd down. It'll be Young again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Young. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.